is September 11th, and it has been declared the National Day of Service and Remembrance. Patriot Day on September 11 honors the memory of the nearly 3,000 innocent victims who died on September 11th in 2001. Each year, Americans dedicate this day to remembering those who died and the first responders who risked their own lives to save others. At this time, the Pennsylvania Department of Education has asked that we have a moment of silence. So teachers, if you would have your students please stand, and then we will follow with the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. And now for the pledge. Thank you. For today's announcements, folks, we have a new one here from LEGO League. Attention all students. Every September, First LEGO League releases a challenge to participants around the world. The challenge is based on real-world scientific topic. The challenge is accepted by teams of middle schoolers across the country and around the world. Does this sound exciting to you? If so, you may want to join. Each challenge has 3 parts. The robot game, the project, and the demonstration of core values. Teams of up to 10 children participate in the challenge by programming a robot to score points on a themed playing field and creating a solution to a real-world problem. Walnut Creek would like to have 2 teams. Participating will help you develop and demonstrate programming skills, presentation skills, problem-solving skills, research skills, cooperation, gracious professionalism, and friendly competitiveness. The first LEGO League Challenge for the 2024-25 season is entitled Submerged. The challenge is focused on using creative thinking and LEGO technology to explore the layers of the ocean and bring learnings and ideas to the surface to see into the future. Participation requires meeting 2 to 3 times a week after school to prepare for a competition in mid-January in a tournament at Penn State Barron. If you are interested, you can pick up an application from the main office or see Mr. Jones or Mr. Bentley. Please note, LEGO League is not just meeting after school to build and play with Legos. Alright, we are ending the madness this year, the PTA, with the sale list fundraiser. Our goal is $12,000 for that. We're hoping that each student can raise $50 school-wide. And again, you're just asking for donations from family and friends and loved ones to support all the wonderful things that our PTA does. They don't have to buy anything. Any student who does meet that $50 threshold gets their name in a drawing to pie a teacher. And some possibilities are Dr. Damcott, Mr. Oathout, Mrs. Kowalski, Mr. Searing, Mrs. Roberts, Mr. Buis, Mrs. Stoops, Mrs. Sturm, Mrs. Takara, Ms. Simonis, and Mrs. Exley. So you get one entry for every $50 that you earn, and the fundraiser ends on September 23rd. Also, the team that raises the most money gets a Smiley's ice cream truck. Yeah, Smiley's ice cream is pretty awesome. It's the Penn State Creamery ice cream, and I have to be honest, that's pretty incentive for Mrs. Bischoff there. I gotta tell you. Okay, so on September 20th, Life Touch will be here, so please make sure you're getting those fits ready. Attention 7th and 8th graders, if you're interested in science projects, you've considered a future in science. If you have answered yes to any of these questions, then you might be interested in PJS. This stands for the Pennsylvania Junior Academy of Science and is a program where you design and compete your own science experiment and then share your findings with others. If you're interested in PJS, please pick up a form in the front office. Forms must be returned by Friday, September 27th. If you have any questions, please see Mrs. Sturm in the 061 pod or Mrs. Stoops in the 081 pod. If any student is interested in participating in honors course, the sign-up sheet and information packet is in the course room with Mrs. Dabowski. If you would like to audition, please bring the signed form to her by Friday, September 13th, so that's this Friday. You will not be able to audition without a guardian's signature. Auditions are going to take place on Monday, September 16th after school. So let's get that stuff in, folks. All right, that's it for me, Walnut Creek. Have a great day.